Hello Eternum and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news, and this is the War Report. No change in the dynamic of Eternum last night as both Covenant companies turn away the Marauders and retain control of their respective regions. KOTT News crews caught up with eviction pending leadership after their execution of their most recent eviction. Congratulations, my friend, on successfully holding the Restless Shore yet again. Care to comment on how it went out there tonight?
Yeah, John. Big shout out to Tezky. KOTT called it for us. And big shout out to Most Wanted. I had them with me and we were farming.
Are you going to be involved in any of the 5 fights tomorrow night?
To be determined, John. To be determined.
All right, before I let you go, is there anything going on out here in Restless Shore you want the citizens of Eternum to know about?
Gonna be some evictions going on, John.
KOTT News were on the scene in Brimstone Sands and caught up with a company representative to get their reactions. Congratulations on your victory out here in the deserts of Brimstone, once again securing your position in the desert sands. How do you feel it went out there?
I feel like it went great. We kept them at point phase, which is always awesome, but shout out to PvP Dodgers for bringing the competition and keeping the server alive.
Is there anybody whose efforts out there tonight you might want to highlight?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to obviously everybody in HBM. You guys did awesome tonight. Special shout out to Fruby for joining us and putting his musket down people's throats. That always helps. And everybody in the Covenant faction for coming to Brimstone, doing town boards, and keeping Brimstone alive. Actually, everybody in the server, not just Covenant.
I see tomorrow night that there's going to be 5 fights. Surely you're going to be involved at least one of those. Is there anything you might be able to reveal to us now about your strategies?
Yep, so we're taking a dual-pronged stab at 2 middle territories. We're going to be going after both Everfall and Windsward in the same night. Hopefully it goes well. We're going to be seeing PvP Dodgers again, so chance to defend against us like we just defended against them.
Has there been decided any types of fee associated with using the bathhouse, or has it been determined the total maximum occupancy for the bathhouse in accordance with the fire marshal?
There will be no fee to get into the bathhouse. It's free for everyone to come inside. The only occupancy limit is however close you want to get to somebody else. So it should be shoulder to shoulder. We'll enjoy the bath water. The water's flowing in. It's clean. There's nothing wrong with having a bath with your fellow buddy. Come on in.
All right, one final question, if you please. Soon, the second harshest winter in Eternum's history may be upon us. Do you have any plans to shelter in place over the winter months?
Brimstone Sands is the land of eternal summer. If anybody wants to escape the winter months, just come up here. There's plenty of houses to buy, plenty of baths to be had, and lots of friends to be made.
Turning to the weather, and if you're just tuning in, the sun is continuing its record for consecutive days making an appearance. Good for you, sun. But once more after sunset, corruption forces will become emboldened and attempt invasions in both Cutlass Keys and Brightwood. 5 lineup submissions for simulated fantasy combat resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPCO. Remember, if it isn't LARPCO, it's cardboard. First up, the Covenant forces of Here Be Monsters assault the Vault of Nirvana for control of the financial reserves of Windsward. Here Be Monsters forces return to the financial capital of the island for another crack at overcoming the security forces around the vault. Never one to take an opponent lightly, Nirvana security tonight will be tight. But what outcome will arise from the clashing of these 2 great houses? Meanwhile, the Syndicate forces of Cutlass Keys Fan Club assail the Covenant forces of Order of Chaos for control of First Light and the flow of the spice. Launching an assault from the staging grounds in their own territory, the Cutlass Keys Fan Club seek to expand their empire and take full control of the southern peninsula. The Spice Lords of Order of Chaos have another conflict scheduled later in the night, but will that desire supersede their obligations to the citizens of First Light? After that, the Zealots of Order of Chaos attack the Marauders of CB4 for control of the primary oil reserves of Weaver's Fen. Successfully coordinating 50 people over the course of 3 hours will be difficult, but the Order of Chaos view the downtime between fights like a halftime. And you know what happens at halftimes? A surprise halftime performance by CB4. Tired or not, Gusto and the boys will show up to play. Later, the Covenant forces of Tropical X assault the Marauders of Camelot Dodgers for control of the medicinal hot springs of the resort destination of Ebonscale. The Crusaders of Tropical X return to rematch, hoping to resecure a trade route for the bounties being discovered by the Covenant in the north. The Camelot Dodgers have reinforced their position with timely arrangements with fellow marauding companies, but will roster restrictions inhibit their future success. In the nightcap, the Covenant forces of Here Be Monsters Healers Division challenge the Marauders of PvP Dodgers for their championship title and the right to rule over Everfall. In the yellow corner, hailing from the arid desert region, the Zealots of Here Be Monsters Healers Division come to convert the title of champ to the Spark. In the green corner, the bricklaying Freemasons of PvP Dodgers return to the ring with fists like stone to defend their title as heavyweight champions. We'll have the outcomes and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.